Well, today we are at Spring Fertility, and I am so very excited to talk about this subject matter. We're talking about fertility. Welcome to the show. How are you?
Thank you. I'm very well. How are you? Thanks for having me.
Lovely office, really nice place.
Thank you.
So Spring Fertility specializes in what? What is it that you do here?
So we do everything related to reproductive medicine. We preserve fertility. So we freeze eggs, we can freeze embryos. We do IVF for couples who are trying to get pregnant and conceive. Likewise, we do intrauterine inseminations or IUIs, and we do the full gamut of fertility workup as well, all in this office.
What is a common misconception or perceived misconception that people have?
Yeah, that's a great question. So common misconception is that the number of overall eggs you have is related to your ability to just spontaneously get pregnant. That's not true. They're separate ideas. So every month, your ovary ovulates one egg, and that egg either gets fertilized and turns into a pregnancy, or it doesn't, and you get your period. What we do here is look at what's called the ovarian reserve. It's like a snapshot of all of the eggs that we might not be able to see that are sort of in a vault in your ovaries. And that number that we look at on ultrasound, that we get blood work to correlate with, that ovarian reserve is overall how many eggs you personally have and how many eggs we might be able to retrieve that's separate from your ability to get pregnant.
What is the average number of eggs that a person has?
That is probably not meant to be a hard question, but it's a very hard question because it really depends on each woman's biology. So some people have a lot of eggs in the vault and they have what we call a very high ovarian reserve. Some women don't have as many and it's a low ovarian reserve. On average, for a woman in their early 30s, there's probably somewhere in the mid-teens is what we'd call an average number. But again, that's very dependent on each person's biology.
Okay, so let's say the average family size is 3 or 4 children. Maybe it's 2, maybe it's 1 by now, right? Because people are having smaller families. So if you have 17,000 eggs, right, and you only want to have 3 children, right, what makes it so difficult to get those 17,000 eggs to participate?
It's crazy, right? When you think about it, why is this so hard?
Why is this so hard? So when someone's having some difficulty, or even if they're not, is there an age now where people should maybe put some of their eggs aside?
Yes.
Okay.
So part of the reason why it's so hard to get pregnant later in life is because we're losing eggs our entire lives, starting from even when you're a fetus inside your mom's uterus. We immediately start losing eggs. But the other thing that really changes after this magic age, I'm sure a lot of people have heard about, of 35, is that we have a change in the quality of our eggs. And so that can make it harder later on in life to get pregnant. And so your peak fertility really is in your 20s, early 30s. And so if you're thinking, I'm not sure if I want kids, I'm not sure how many I want, I would say late 20s, early 30s is probably the optimal time to consider preserving your fertility. Now, having said that, we have plenty of women who come to us all day, every day, who are older than that, who are unpartnered, aren't sure what their future holds for them in terms of children, how many, all of that. And so this is still something that's possible. And so I would say, because it's also individualized, it's worth coming and making an appointment and seeing with ultrasound and blood work what your fertility looks like today and if that's something that you should consider preserving for the future.
And how, do you take half? How do you know how many? Do you know what I'm saying? Keep some, maybe you're going to get pregnant naturally down the road. Don't freeze all of them. How do you decide the ratio?
In terms of number of eggs we're going to retrieve?
Yes.
So it's interesting because you're losing eggs always your whole entire life. So what we do here is we really capitalize on the wasteful part of our bodies, just losing eggs. So the eggs that we're retrieving are eggs that every month, and this sort of goes back to that idea of ovarian reserve and how many eggs you have, every month your ovaries offer forth a small cohort of eggs. These are the usable eggs for that month. Those are the eggs of which one is going to ovulate, and you'll either get it fertilized or have your period. The rest of them just get wasted.
Okay.
So
they just kind of dissolve?
Exactly. They disappear. And that's why we're losing eggs every month, which is so wasteful.
So you're not just losing one, you're losing
you're
5, 6, a little neighborhood.
Exactly. And if you're someone who has a very high ovarian reserve, you're losing lots of eggs that month.
Really?
If you're someone who has a very low ovarian reserve, you're probably just losing a few. However,
They're more precious. this to you?
Yes, however many the ovary felt like it could spare that month. These are usable eggs.
Isn't that amazing? Like, seriously,
I
when
think
you
it's
went
the
to med
best.
school,
The coolest job ever.
I was going to say, so you learned a lot about this, which made you be able to specialize and be so helpful, right? This is what your focus
that's the goal.
was.
This is what my focus was through medical training, yes.
Okay.
So the eggs that we're retrieving are not eggs that you were going to use in the future. They're eggs that we can preserve now that would have otherwise been wasted. So other misconceptions, some people ask if they're going to go through menopause earlier, are these eggs that could have been fertilized later on? The eggs that we're capturing now are eggs that were never going to be used. They were going to be wasted.
Okay.
And so we're taking advantage of the wasteful part of our biology and preserving it for the future.
Thank you for explaining that.
I hope it makes sense.
No,
It's sort of a lot to conceptualize.
No, it is. It's the first time I've ever heard that, and that makes a lot of sense. You know, my childbearing age is like, you know, it's way up there now. I would have to have a surrogate. I'd have to have an egg donor. I'd have to have a sperm donor. Anything's possible because I was 60 this year. But I'm happy with the children that I have. But I do have my own children now that it might be a concern for. And I know a lot of times people are, women are choosing careers now, career paths, and we're busy.
Yes,
we're just busy doing
absolutely.
other things instead of getting married in our 20s, having children in our 20s, and you know, it's just like different.
It's so true. And you shouldn't feel pressure because of our innate biology to have to plan your family any other way than how you want to because you have other aspirations like career, travel, whatever it is you might be doing. You should be able to do everything and have a family if and when you're ready.
I like the fact that you do help people from many different paths. So whatever their fertility path is, if they come to you, you can kind of help them navigate some different options.
That's the hope. And, you know, there's a lot of different ways to build a family. And so part of what we do is preserving fertility, but part of what we do is also helping couples build families however they see their family growing and developing. So we have single mothers who might be using donor sperm. We have same-sex couples. We use gestational carriers. We do all of that, the whole spectrum, donor egg, whatever someone feels like they need to build the family they want, that's what I want to be able to help them do.
And Spring Fertility's been around at least a decade, is that correct?
Yes, we are celebrating our 10th anniversary this year, actually.
Wonderful, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Now, besides you, I know that there's another wonderful person here, Dr. Sullivan Pike.
Yes.
And I guess some of the things that you touched upon, we're going to talk a little bit more about. In particular, you mentioned something, is it IUI? Wait, is that? Okay.
That stands for intrauterine insemination.
Okay.
So it's basically where you come into the office and much like a pap smear, we use a speculum and we put the sperm directly into the uterus. So there are certain criteria for when we would recommend egg freezing, IVF, IUIs, for example. And so depending on what someone is looking for and what their infertility evaluation looks like will sort of determine what route of treatment we're going to take.
Excellent. Very nice to meet you. Stay tuned because we're going to have a more in-depth conversation coming up right now. Joining us now is Dr. Sullivan Pike, and we're going to be talking a little bit more about fertility at Spring Fertility. I like it here. You guys are all wonderful. I walked in through the threshold. I'm having a great time. I'm laughing so much. You're helping people have the family they've always wanted.
Yes.
What made you personally decide that this was going to be your path? Why did you decide to go into this?
Infertility is very near and dear to my heart. And, you know, actually growing up, I always had an affinity to women's health. I saw family members go through miscarriages, women have heavy bleeding, needing to take out their uterus for various reasons. And it just seemed like, wow, what can I do to help people through things like this? And how can we prevent people from having miscarriages? How can we help somebody really grow their family the way they wanted to? So that has always been there in my heart. And so, through varying experiences in medical school, residency, it was just the right fit.
Okay, you knew it was a calling for you.
It was a calling.
How has technology changed in recent years? What can you do now, or what did you learn about it that's you're able to bring forth for your patients?
Right. So for overall infertility in particular, the most successful treatment option we have available is IVF, in vitro fertilization.
Okay.
And honestly, the first IVF baby was born in 1978.
Really?
Louise Brown. So pretty young field.
Yeah.
So as you can imagine, technology has dramatically changed throughout that period of time between 1978 and now. And so back then, we needed surgical procedure to extract eggs, which it was a little bit more involved. We had to put multiple embryos in the uterus in order to have live birth, and we're at risk of twins and triplets and things like that.
Octuplets? Is that a word? Is that the word?
Octuplets, that was a thing.
Okay.
We really don't do that anymore.
Okay.
So this field has evolved dramatically to the point of single embryo transfer, where we can fairly confidently put a single embryo into the uterus and have a happy, healthy singleton pregnancy and birth, and that's the goal generally. A lot of people will sit in my office and ask, oh, will I have twins, will I have triplets? And I can generally assure them that really that's a very low risk. So that has changed significantly over the years. We have technology which actually allow us to do genetic testing on embryos to generally identify embryos that may have an imbalanced number of chromosomes that may increase the risk of miscarriage. And that can, once we, are able to select embryos with the balanced chromosomal number, we can do a transfer. And again, fairly confidently anticipate a lower miscarriage rate and, higher pregnancy rates for people.
Very interesting. So you could set that up almost like ahead of time by looking at how vital, the vitality, I guess, of an embryo.
Essentially,
you're like, that one's a good dancer. That one's looking good, right?
We can generally say that, this one has the right balance, and this one, unfortunately has an extra chromosome here or there. There's, a lot of conversation in the field about different things related to testing, but, ideally for people who essentially have a lot of miscarriages, that offers an opportunity.
Right. The emotion behind.
So hard.
Yeah.
Very,
I
very
had
hard.
friends that, went through so many heartbreaks. It's hard.
Yeah.
It's
absolutely.
really hard. So by the time they decide to even do IVF, knowing that sometimes now it's a little more successful is also great.
Yeah.
Because, sometimes somebody's like tried 3 or 4.
Exactly.
At what point, is there a point of like maybe not doing the process? If somebody's tried, how many times would you let somebody do IVF before you suggest something different? And what is the alternative?
Yeah, great question.
Okay.
And it all depends on that, basically that person and that couple.
So you kind of customize the journey.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Definitely personalized journey because everyone's different. Everyone's family goal is different. And age is a big factor as well. If we've tried multiple times and, there's poor egg quality, for example, something that happens as we get older, then at some point we may have a conversation about donor egg IVF.
Okay.
That is a part of the technology where we actually have eggs that have been either obtained fresh or frozen from generally women who's under 30 years old. And those frozen eggs or those fresh batch of eggs can be used with your partner's sperm or donor sperm to then make embryos. And you can transfer an embryo into your uterus, have a pregnancy, breastfeed that baby, that's your baby.
Okay.
Right? But that's another way of building your family if your own eggs with IVF have not yielded that outcome that you're looking for.
Isn't that wonderful? Do
incredible.
people send you pictures of the babies that have been born?
It's the best. It's absolutely the best. And that just gives me chills when you ask that question because I actually just got a picture a couple days ago.
Yes.
And it excites me every time. That's probably one of the best things about this field because you work really hard. You get to really know your patients.
Sorry, but yeah, I get it.
I know.
I get it.
It's just the joy at the end of the day when, you're able to help someone build a new
It all starts with
family.
not a possibility, and then
Yes.
you're giving them a possibility, and then it's a reality.
Absolutely.
So that got me. I used to work for an OB/GYN, and I would go over to the hospital before computers. And when the baby was born, we would write down the names and what the sex of the baby was and everything like that. It was really cool. One of my early jobs was I was taking blood pressure cuffs and weighing, the moms and things like that. But when there was a new baby born,
It's just the best.
It's the best. Thank you. Is there anything that I didn't talk to you about that you feel is important for our audience to know in terms of fertility or what you're able to do here for them?
I just want to reiterate that, we do offer the full range of services.
Okay.
We, patients, one of the biggest things is, waiting a long time. One of those things where we think, okay, the right person's going to come along, and we delay and we delay and we delay. But we have much more success the younger you are when you present for care.
Okay.
And so,
Just don't be afraid. Just
don't be afraid.
Go for it.
Come in, have an evaluation. It's okay. We're friendly, and we're here to help. Big misconceptions are that, it's going to take a long time, or these needles are so painful. Like, a lot of the fertility treatments do require that people have, injections. But a lot of people these days are also injecting like the GLP-1 agonists to lose weight.
People are injecting everything.
Injecting everything. So I really reassure them that, listen, millions of women have done this, and you can too. And the egg freezing process takes about 2 weeks of your life. You don't have to take off of work, maybe just one day for the actual egg retrieval. But we do have multiple appointments, about 5 appointments in a 12-day period of time, 20 minutes each, to just do an ultrasound and quick blood work. And that's it. So people tend to come in and go to work and just,
talking
fits
to you
into
makes
their
me want to have
lives.
another baby. I know.
Oh my gosh.
I know.
We're ready.
I know.
We're ready.
That's ridiculous. I mean, my youngest is graduating college, but thank you so much. It was
been a
lovely
pleasure.
to visit with you. I really appreciate you inviting me in. Super fun.
Thank you so much.
So if you are on this journey anywhere in the world and you just want a little more information, just reach out to them. I'm sure that they could help you get more information, go to their website. And thank you. And from my heart to your heart, if you want to have a family, just go for it. Thanks for watching. Here we go. Hey, so Harlan, where are we going to be in June?
Oh, you know where we're going to be. We're going to be at the Tribeca Festival. You know what we're going to be doing. That's right.
Nothing like Tribeca. Tribeca. Yeah, I know it's going to be the best,
What
right?
else do you want to try besides Becca?
I don't know, but you know what? My birthday is June 3rd, so, it's a whole celebration.
We're going to have the party again.
That's it, a big
Yeah.
party.
Rooftop.
Thanks, guys. Rooftop. Where'd we go? Soho House for my birthday last year?
We can't tell people where we went. Come on. What's the matter with you?
Oh, sorry.
Maybe.
Maybe.
The best thing about Love All is that every single day I come to work, it's super exciting. We do something new every single day. Some days I'm working with country clubs and traveling to trade shows, or we're going to production meetings and picking out new trims for different styles. And it's just so amazing to work with such a good team. Everybody just pitches in wherever we need help. And we all just love doing different things here and seeing how the brand can grow in different ways.
The best part about this job is the collaborative environment that Kate's curated. All of us are genuinely excited to come to work every day and see each other and just pitch in wherever we can. It's definitely like a genuine and sincere passion for the brand to succeed, so I think it's really good energy here.
One thing that I love so much about this job is the fact that I've been able to watch it grow so much. I feel like when I started working here, it was just Love All Tennis and there was one collection, our Classics collection. So to be able to see it grow from just one collection to so many, and now we're doing Love All Golf and Love All Littles, it's just been really fun to watch it all become a thing, and I've just been so glad that I've been able to be part of that process.
Well, today we're on Lexington Avenue and we are with Kate. Hi.
Hi.
This is your location, Love All.
Yes, this is our headquarters.
What made you decide to start Love All?
Well, Love All actually started with tennis. So Love All Tennis was our first brand. I grew up playing tennis as a little girl in a very traditional place, all whites, clay courts, and I just loved the throwback, timeless style, how we looked in those crisp white outfits. And I really, I still play a lot of tennis. My whole family plays tennis, and I just felt there was something missing in the market. The brands that I was buying to wear were either like very technical performance fabrics or very trendy and didn't really work where I play. So I realized there was a great intersection of performance materials with timeless classic style. So that's what I designed, and it's kind of grown from there. People started asking about golf, so we just launched this month, actually, Love All Golf Collection, which is also rooted in just very timeless, classic style.
One of the things that I like is that a lot of them have a trim that's just like a little pop of the color, like a little gingham, things like that. Do the trim also remind me of like vintage days, but like brought up to a modern day look?
Yes, exactly. It's very intentional because a lot of the places that our clients play, you're actually only allowed to have 10% color. So that's where the small trims started. And then I was really inspired by kind of vintage, think like Slim Aarons type photographs of tennis players. Tracy Austin, I don't know if people remember Tracy, but she just had very sweet clothes with gingham and rickrack. So a lot of our clothing, even our lifestyle line now, has rickrack and gingham.
You have a lot of different items also. I had noticed that even like swimwear comes up in July.
Yes.
Correct?
So yes, that's like a big secret that I guess now everyone knows.
Sorry. Oops.
No, it's good. We've been working really hard on our swim collection.
Okay.
No, I'm teasing.
Okay.
It's totally
Okay.
Yeah. So we're targeting July. It's also gingham, rickrack. We have two-piece, one-piece. We just launched our Love All Littles, which is our kids line.
Yes, I noticed.
So
Kate, they're so sweet.
Yeah, those are actually almost sold out already.
Okay.
We offered those wholesale to retail stores and country clubs, and it's just been really well received. So,
one of the things too about your brand, which is nice, is that it can take you like transitional through the day, which I also think is lovely.
yes, that is a big part of our brand ethos, is this sort of court to cafe, fairway to family dinner. So we sort of like, I wear this all day. I generally play tennis in the morning because I'm so busy with work for the rest of the day. If I don't do it right away, I won't get there. And I just stay in what I'm wearing all day. I think it looks really chic for lunch or meeting friends, running errands.
Absolutely. And this piece that I'm wearing is actually so comfortable.
Yes, that's 100% cashmere. That's our new courtside
Lovely.
cashmere cardigan. It was very important to me that all of our materials are very high end. So that's 100% cashmere. A lot of the competitors out there are wool and cashmere, cotton and cashmere, but it's been a little bit of a challenge to try to have these incredibly high quality materials and keep our price point accessible, which is also a very important part of the brand.
You have backpacks. You even have socks. Kate,
Oh, yeah.
I heard that the socks also were like flying off the shelf.
Yeah, the socks are actually at Nordstrom, and we just can't keep them in stock. So people love the socks. Yeah, they're very happy. I mean, they've got little crossed hearts.
Very joyful.
Yes, like everything we sell, really, it's meant to make people smile.
We also talked about travel and the places that you've gotten to play tennis. What's the most unique court you've ever played on?
Oh my gosh, putting me on the spot.
I did, Kate, I'm sorry.
My family does love to travel, and that is a really fun part of our travel is we always take tennis rackets and find a court to play on. So my son is actually on the tennis team at his high school, so he and I are the ones who kind of have kept this tradition going. So I guess there's a court in Portofino that's up on a hill, kind of cut into the mountain at the Splendido Hotel. There's a photo of it, I think, on the blog on our website, and that's a pretty extraordinary place to play tennis.
What's one tip for your serve? Is it like where you place the ball and you toss it, like, or is it like the way that you're moving your arm?
That's like the one thing I'm terrible at.
Serving?
Yeah. I wish you'd asked me about volleying.
Okay.
I really shine at the net.
You do. Okay. Good to know.
Yeah. I guess all the pros tell me to toss the ball higher.
Okay.
That's what I need to do.
There you go. Well, obviously your brand is taking everybody higher. It's so nice to spend time with you here at Love All. I really appreciate you inviting us in. And this is lovely. So this I'm going to be purchasing. It'll be coming home with me.
We'll give you the friends and family.
There you go. Thank you, Kate, so much. There you go. Love All. Go to their website, celebrate them. If you have a need for yourself, buy something. Or if you have a special person, buy them a gift. Great items are here. Be well. Joining us now is the team from ELASCO Skincare. Joining us are Linda and Mr. Siddiqui. Welcome to the show to you both. Thank you so much for being here. Your company and your brand, Linda, what inspired ELASCO?
Yes. First of all, Donna, thank you so much for inviting us to be here. We're so glad. I have been in the food ingredients business for over 25 years with a chemistry engineering background. So I have some knowledge about what actually works at the molecular level. One day, I was testing a bio-derived collagen. It's identical to human type 3 collagen. So I tried it on my own skin, and the results were impressive. My skin was visibly plumped and firmer in just a few days. That changed my mind in thinking about how is the effective skincare. Do we need a lot of products or complicated routines? So during that time, I actually met Mr. Siddiqui through a friend, our common friend. So we shared exactly the same frustration. So why does effective skincare require 10 products and complicated routines? So we started ELASCO, and we made sure to include this bio-derived collagen type 3 in our very first formula, so people can experience the same benefits. Now we continue to create the high-performance formulas to help people do less and do it better.
Nice. Now, Mr. Siddiqui, we were able to dine together last night, had a wonderful conversation about your 40-year background, the patents that you have. What made you decide that you would like to collaborate with Linda?
Yes, Donna. First of all, thank you for having us here. And when I met with Linda, I shared her frustration. What she experienced, I have seen throughout my career as a formulator in the industry. Skin does not need complex routines or any complexity. What it needs is right kind of support. And we both believe that for a skincare to be effective, it should be precise, simplified, and not overwhelming.
Not overwhelming to the
Yes.
skin.
And that is really the foundation of our ELASCO.
Now, ELASCO has something called the Barrier Restore System. So it's Rehydra and Rejuvenate Elixir. Can you walk us through that, Linda? How does that work?
Yes, I used to use at least 7 products every day, like toner, serum, day cream, night cream, and sunscreen, primer, foundation, etc. Now it's just a few simple steps.
Okay.
Yes, here's the breakthrough. Actually, our skin changes every day because of the weather, stress, and the hormones. Instead of buying different day cream and a night cream for each condition, so ELASCO Rehydra Serum and the Rejuvenate Elixir work together as an adjustable ratio system. When my skin needs more hydration, maybe it's dry weather or I'm stressed, so I use more Rehydra Serum. But when I need regeneration and repair, and I adjust the ratio and put more elixir. So it's perfectly work together and gave me what my skin needs that day.
Okay.
It's very flexible.
And what is like the amount that you use? Do you use a small amount?
Yeah,
Okay.
because it's a serum.
Okay.
You can use a small amount or use a large amount. For example, today I need to come here, have
Right.
some makeup.
Okay.
I put a little bit more elixir because it's actually work with your foundation perfectly.
Nice.
Yeah, so now it's 2 products actually completely replaces my day cream and a night cream. It saves my time and also saves a lot of money.
Right, because you're able to do a lot of things with less chemicals in these other 2 products.
Yes,
Now,
yes.
Mr. Siddiqui, you also have a vitamin C type of product. Is that what's there?
Yes.
Okay, and what does that do for us?
So we call this Magic C, and there are 3 features
Okay.
that make it stand out. Number 1 is the concentration. So it contains highest amount of vitamin C. That vitamin C is L-ascorbic acid, and
Okay.
this is the most bioactive form of vitamin C. And second one is the stability of vitamin C. Vitamin C is very unstable. In this formula, it remains stable for over 2 years.
Okay.
Yes, and the third one that makes it stand out is a patent pending complex. And that complex supports the barrier function, cellular energy, and collagen stimulation. What happens, the cell energy when we get old, it starts slowing down. And this is how this works.
Lovely. So it's not just about looking younger, it's also about treating our skin nicely. Would you agree? Is that kind of what
exactly.
ELASCO is about? At least that's what I inferred from our dinner last night when we were all sitting around the table. It seems to me that the purpose of your skincare brand is to just actually do something joyful for our skin.
Yes.
As opposed to just putting things on and trying to look younger. It's actually working on a more cellular level for us.
Exactly. And for this Magic C we call, and actually I have some makeup comments here. I have been using this for over a year. And all my friends around me just are saying, oh, Linda, you look younger and more radiant now. So I introduced this to them, and they tried, and they all loved it, and now they become our regular customers.
Yeah,
So it's
speaking
really
of that, speaking of regular customers, you also implemented some type of rewards program. I don't exactly know what it's called, but it's something, is it just called rewards? What is it called?
We call it ELASCO Thank You Reward Program.
Okay.
Which we call it TYR because we believe in the profit sharing with our community. So when customers, they share the products with their family and friends, they actually can earn the rewards and they can use for the future purchase or even cash out.
Oh.
This is our way of saying thank you for spreading the word about effective and safe skincare. So we actually not just building a brand, we're building a community of people who trust, who believe in the smarter skincare. And when they succeed and we succeed together.
You're both also successful in other businesses, so it's lovely that you have come together to do this. Congratulations to both of you. You know, your friendship and your loyalty to one another is wonderful to witness. And I wish you just continued success. So it's ELASCO. It's easy to spell. It's ELASCO Skincare.
Yes.
They could Google it because it's available in a lot of different places.
Exactly.
And you have an Instagram. You have different ways and different information that people can learn about their skin as well.
Yes, yes. So people are looking for high performance skincare and to simplify the routines. And you can visit our website at elascoskincare.com. Yes, like you mentioned, we are across Amazon. We also have our social media, Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. And yeah, please try and welcome you to try our products.
Thank you both sincerely. It's a pleasure to have you. Thank you for traveling in to be with us and wishing you all the best.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for your time.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
We try month after month to bring you the best of the best, wonderful people putting together all of their knowledge in chemistry and in science together to do some good in the world. And thanks for watching. Joining us now are Ved and Viaan, and they are brothers, and they created a great product line, and it is called A.M.B.O, and A.M.B.O is for everyone. How did this journey start?
So it started with me in middle school. We found the problem of a lot of deodorants had harmful chemicals like aluminums, parabens, sulfates, and we started researching into what are some natural alternatives.
Okay. Were you feeling like in middle school that you were like sweating more, or
Yeah.
like what were some of your issues as a teen going from childhood to adolescence?
Yeah, so obviously there's the sweat. Everyone like starts sweating a lot more. We start playing a lot more sports,
Okay.
and we had a shared locker room.
Oh.
So you can smell everyone's sweats and the cheap deodorants that they're using to kind of mask the smell, which makes it actually smell worse.
Got it.
Yeah.
Absolutely, because then it's like that a skunky kind of, it
Yeah.
smells like a skunk. It actually
Yes,
does,
yes,
right? You're like,
yeah.
you're walking down the halls. I remember too, and being in high school, and you'd be like, what is that smell? Right? It's just like, it's not pleasant,
Yeah.
right? So what was it, what were some of the first steps that you did? Because I know that you both put like some research together.
Yeah.
You studied other products. You did a lot. You put like 4 years of product development into it.
So I feel like when Ved first had the idea, he came home saying, I want to make a clean label deodorant. I was like, okay, sure, let's first research. So we started looking for the best ingredients and just playing around with different scents in our kitchen, trying to find the one that we felt smelled good.
Okay. And so when did you feel like you had that eureka moment? When you're like, you know what? This does the job. This works.
Yeah, I feel like it was after many trials. We had tested on like our friends, our neighbors, our family friends, and finally found one formulation that was our current one, which is like a cherry blossom kind of scent.
Okay.
And that's when we realized, I think it's ready to go.
Nice.
So.
Were you nervous, like starting your own company and becoming entrepreneurs at your young age, or were you just like excited about it?
I'd say it's kind of a mix of both, because we are always like, as teenagers, we're always like scared of what people think of us and like all our classmates and stuff.
Right.
But I think I'm also excited. I was so excited for the possibilities that this journey could bring.
Yeah. You know, I thought it was wonderful too, because your parents like stood behind you.
Yeah.
They didn't do anything for you. They were just there as that support. Right? I think that's really important. You know, a lot of times they are our first cheerleaders in life.
Yeah.
Right? And your dad also is kind of in the industry, right? He's kind of smart, right? So obviously the apple doesn't fall too far from the tree. But you were able to kind of bounce ideas off of him in formulations and say, does this match? Is this safe? Right? Because when you're mixing with things, you also want to have a safe environment.
Yes.
You don't want to mix something that's going to become toxic. A lot of products and deodorants are toxic.
Yeah.
Okay. Was it important for you to avoid that?
Yeah, that was pretty much the premise of why we started the company.
Okay.
And when it came to scaling, obviously we're not going to make everything in our house. So we decided to find a GMP level facility, which basically ensures the quality of our products, and also have like scientists that help with the formulation to make sure it's not toxic.
Yeah, I feel like that hurt, like it hit me the most because I have like very dry skin, like actually, and one time I went to a doctor so that way I could see what I was allergic to, and after like a lot of testing, I found out there was 2 chemicals I was allergic to. So I went to my bathroom, started looking for them, and I found out in a cleanser that a dermatologist had recommended to me for using for my face, that was the chemical. And that
Really?
chemical actually gave me like raised itchy bumps. So I had to swap it out for the A.M.B.O cleanser, and the problem was fixed really quickly.
Great. So you started with deodorant, and then you have other product lines,
Yeah.
right? So what are some of the items that people can get from your brand?
So we have everything from deodorant to like face cream. So we have shampoo. We just released our new Dermaguard 360.
Okay.
So that's for frizz and protecting your hair. Kind of like a leave-in conditioner that everyone's been seeing.
You both have very healthy hair, so obviously you're using your products,
Yes.
right? Okay, so you have the deodorant, and then you have the hair care line.
Yeah, and we have cleanser and we have the face cream as well.
Wonderful.
Yep.
What has surprised you in the journey the most so far? What was something that was surprising or that you learned?
Honestly, I'd say like when I was researching, we found out a lot more like about the skin microbiome. Now, I know everyone's like starting to hear about the gut microbiome and like all these different supplements, but the skin has its own microbiome as well. And a lot of the problems like acne, dandruff, and body odor are related to that biome. So that's kind of why we decided to branch out into different parts of the skin.
Lovely. Now you brought 2 things that you wanted me to smell, right?
Yes.
So I'm going to just spray them on the card, and we're going to do a little smell.
idea.
Little
Yeah.
smell-o-vision here. Should I shake them? It doesn't matter.
Yeah, you can shake
You
it.
can shake it. Okay. So this one is number 1595. Okay, so let's see what this one is. I'm going to get to pick my favorite. I look official, don't I, doing this?
Yeah.
Oh, that is clean. Okay. This one is 1595 PB. This one was GO. Let's go. This was like PB, peanut butter and jelly. Hold on.
The PB one is supposed to be more like masculine
Okay.
and a little bit more stronger, while the GO one is lighter.
Yeah, this one smells like I want to go on a date. So this one is a little more masculine.
Yeah.
I smell that, right? That's an attractive smell to me. And this one smells clean and fresh, like soap. Excellent. Congratulations. So do you think you will formulate both of them, or will you choose one or the other?
I think we'll decide to release one of them first,
Okay.
and then we'll save the other one for later. So-
Congratulations. People can get your products now because they're available.
Yeah.
Right? Is there anything that I didn't touch upon that you wanted to share with me about your products? What are you hoping like comes up for your future?
Yeah, so I'd say that for our future, we really want to like stick with what our goal is, and we want to be the most trusted skincare brand out there.
I like that.
I feel like we're also trying to expand our reach because right now we're only in America, but we want to make sure that like everybody around the world has access to healthy skincare that's good for them.
Well, I hope being on the show helps because we are in 25 countries. So people, at least from all over the world, will be able to watch your story and support you. And congratulations.
Thank you.
People can follow you on social media,
Yep.
right? And I know that sometimes, in life, whenever we start something new, there's going to be people that are our cheerleaders, and there's going to be people that say not nice things about us. Don't let that dissuade you in any way. What you're doing is wonderful. It's admirable, right? And just focus on what it is that you're doing. Focus on the goal of helping people have healthy products. And I think it's going to take you very far.
Thank you.
So thank you very, very much for joining us. I applaud you. I think it's phenomenal. So
Thank
way
you
to
so
go.
much for having us.
Yay! Even the audience is clapping. Yay! Way to go. Way to go. There you go. Check them out online. Follow their social media. It's nice products. People doing good things. They spent 4 years of research. They really have done their due diligence. Check it out.
I'm going to show you the greatest thing your eyes have ever beheld. Ladies and gentlemen, look at Kong, the eighth wonder of the world. Driscoll? Wait a minute, hold on. He thinks you're attacking the girl. All on a roar. Well,
delicious. Look, oh my God, the floor. It's really good. So good.
It's very creamy and it's very rich chocolate, so I enjoy it so much.
Let's add a little bit more of a spire on top here for you. We'll take you up to the 102nd floor. We've got some of our house-made milk hot fudge.
It's just really yummy and it feels so cool standing on top of the Empire State, looking at King Kong, and then eating him. Take a bite out of King Kong. So.
Joining us now are the creators and founders of Dad Bag. And obviously the name says it all, but they're joining us to tell us how great this product truly is. We have with us Laura, and we also have Billy, and they're a married couple. They have 3 kids. They're fabulous. They're just awesome people. Dad Bag. Obviously there's been a need for one for generations. Finally, you took the initiative to do it. What was the first step? Who looked at who and said, you know what? I'm not carrying this diaper bag that looks like it's got paisley flowers on it. I want something different.
Well, I think I can start the story, Billy, if you don't mind. So we have 3 kids, and even after our 3rd kid, I was still getting gifts, and the baby was still getting gifts, and poor Billy, he didn't ever get a single thing for all 3 pregnancies. Not that he needed anything or expected anything or wanted anything, but by the 3rd kid, we had a package came to the door, and he was jokingly said, "So is it for me yet?" And we both laughed, but I felt bad because he is an all-star dad, right? All-star dad. And so he also deserved to be
celebrated.
Celebrated too, exactly. So we decided that there was a hole in the market that was very clear, and so we were gonna fill it. So we decided to create a really beautiful and elevated product for dads that currently didn't exist.
Cool. So Billy, what has word on the street been about this new product launch?
Honestly, really good. So for me, like she said, I wasn't expecting anything.
Right.
But I did joke that I really needed a blanket because the hospital blankets are like paper.
Yeah.
So I wanted something comfortable, something to keep me warm. I did 3 trips and froze all 3 times. So that was the one thing I told her I really wanted, even though we're done having kids. And that's kind of where it also started as well, as far as packaging it all together.
So long after the baby comes home, the stuff in the bag is still cool. You can still use it. So Billy, what's inside?
So
let's do the big reveal.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Da-da-da.
Besides the duffel bag, we have obviously the blanket I already spoke about, but toiletry bag. So large enough that you can pack all the stuff that you need as a guy, as well as some extra female product that you need as well, because it's very big. We have our slogan inside, says dedicated to dad, light blue, and
it's pretty cool.
It's a huge bag, and it actually holds all of our full-size products as well. So I tend to steal his as well.
Got it.
And then it comes with a hat.
Nice.
Says dad on it for the new role.
You guys, this is
so we're gonna
made really
celebrate
well.
it. Thank you.
This is like
Thank you.
quality.
We're really happy with it.
Yeah, you should be
that
very
was one
happy
of the
with
big
it.
goals for us was making sure the product was really good and something that I want to keep using, you know, on a daily basis.
Oh, that's impressive.
And then Donna.
Yeah.
Check out this blanket.
Let me see. Oh, that's
super
nice.
soft, super warm, high quality. Very different than the hospital blankets that we're typically equipped with.
Yeah,
so
they're kind
we're
of
very
flimsy,
happy
the
with that.
hospital blankets. I don't know
I had
why they
3
do
on
that,
me.
but right?
Yeah, I had 3 on me and I still froze, so I was like, something's got to change.
Oh, this is so nice. So when an expectant mother is packing her bag to go to the hospital, you could get the dad bag ahead of time, and this goes with.
Indeed. And this is the ticket.
Okay.
It comes with a packing list for dad.
Oh, let me see.
So I packed for Billy each and every time. And so this actually comes with a curated and a checkbox list for dad so he can pack his own. So he is totally ready to go, prepared for the hospital, prepared to be there for the mom and baby, and he doesn't have to worry. So he's got the bag, he's got the blanket, he's got the toiletry bag, the hat, and the packing list.
Wonderful, and all of this will fit inside. This is all you need. Delivery day packing list. Couple of outfits, pajamas, a hoodie and a jacket, undies, socks, shoes, flip-flops for the shower, a hat, which comes, your license and your ID, your insurance card, copy of your birth plan, if you want to have music going and things like that, any prescriptions that you need, and then all of these things that you have, like the blanket and everything, it just comes in. And a couple of toiletries and you're good to go. The to-do list, oh my goodness, the dreaded, install the car seat, okay? I think there should be like a YouTube video that tells you how to do that ahead of time.
Totally.
Right? But at least the reminder is right here. Congratulations. Oh, and fill your tank with gas.
Indeed.
Nobody wants to run out of gas either on the way to the hospital or when you're bringing that new bundle of joy home. So a dad bag, where can we get it? Where can you get this? Go to the website. You can order it direct?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
So you can go to the website. This would be a perfect idea for a gift for your husband, for your brother, for your son-in-law. Coming up soon, we do have a big holiday.
Yeah.
Father's Day.
Yes.
So it'd be a perfect gift for then. We can get it online on our website. We usually get it shipped out within 2 days, and it usually arrives within a week to 10 days at the maximum.
Lovely. And even if you're not an expectant dad, even if you've got grown kids, it's kind of cool. It's dedicated to dad. I think no matter what age you are, right? Even if you're already a dad, it's kind of cool to have a dad bag.
Indeed.
Yeah. Thank you, guys. Thank you for joining us. And like I said, the quality is really, really there. You know me, I'm all about texture and quality and like seams and things that are made well, because when you're spending money on something, I want you to have that luxury that you've really wanted. This does the trick. So dedicate it to dad. And dad, if you were still on earth, I'd be getting you a dad bag. Thanks for watching.
This is Donna Drake. Happy journeys!
Take my hand, come with me, and we'll find better ways to be something much more. Live it up, live it up, live it up now. Live it up now.
Thanks for watching Live It Up. You can visit us at liveituptvshow.com.